All right, gentlemen, we're going to do our first Dumb Marks podcast food review. Our first review is going to be Aiello's Pizza in Squirrel Hill. We've all had this before, so it's not going to be anything, new or surprising to us, but I think it's just been a while since we really all sat down and had an Aiello's Pizza.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see here. And for those of you that listen to the Drink of the Week segment, you know that we rate our beers based on the sumo scale, 1 to 5 sumos. And for this food review and any food review we do in the future, we will be rating it on 1 to 5 fat kids.
I like that.
Apropos.
Shuffle.
It doesn't matter how much you weigh, there's an inner fat kid inside.
There's an inner fat kid in everybody. So any food review that we do, whether it's pizza, hoagies, desserts, whatever the case may be, we will be rating it on the scale of 1 to 5 fat kids.
And, first impressions, it's been a while since I've had Aiello's, and I'm actually surprised at how thin the crust is today. I mentioned that one since it was opened up.
I took it out of the box, and I felt like I was getting a thin crust pizza. Yeah. I don't remember it being this thin.
Almost New York style.
Yeah, a little bit.
It is.
Yeah. So, let's dive into it, and let's see what everybody thinks.
All right.
Just like I remembered it.
I like New York style. That's my go-to whenever I think pizza, that's what I want. I'm a big fan of Minio's as well because I like all the cheese that they usually put on it. The crust reminds me a bit of Minio's, but because Minio's is also thin, just the cheese that you get with them really gives the substance.
Sauce tastes a little different than what I remember from the last time I've had it. I don't know if they've changed that or not. We didn't go crazy with toppings. We kept this strictly to a pepperoni and a plain review. We didn't go crazy with getting deluxe or anything like that, but based off of the amount of grease, like if you were to get say like a pepperoni bacon sausage deluxe type deal, I think it would be pretty hard to pick up and eat. It'd be more of a fork and knife pizza instead of one that you could pick up and actually chew and bite through.
Yeah, that's always the way I remember it a little bit, but this is definitely a little bit easier to eat, easier to handle. Sauce is a little messy underneath the cheese, but for the most part, I think it's a good pizza.
It is.
That's good. Good chew, good amount of cheese. You don't feel skimped on toppings at all. Crust is good. It's baked to how I normally like my pizzas being baked.
It's definitely one of my favorites around the city. It is. It's like top of the line.
When I'm in the mood for white pizza, Aiello's is actually my favorite white pizza in the city. So if you haven't had Aiello's before, maybe if you like white pizza, I definitely recommend that as well.
All right, so go around the table here, and on a scale of 1 to 5 fat kids, Donald, what would you rate Aiello's Pizza in Squirrel Hill?
5 fat kids out of 5.
Damn, this is the best for Donald.
It is. It's my favorite in the city.
It's like the chunk rating. It's giving the perfect chunk rating.
It is. It's my favorite.
Okay. All right. So we started with a fave from Donald. Didn't realize that. Jason, what do you got?
I'm going to go with a 4.
Okay, 4 fat kids from Jason. Chris?
I think I'm going to go 3.5. I like a little more cheese on the pizza, and it really depends on the crust, but I think the crust and the cheese and everything is good, but yeah, I'm going to go 3.5.
I see some green on my pizza. I don't bang with that.
It'd be the spices in the sauce there is what you're seeing there, Jason.
Some crust and all.
Some oregano. Some
Just give me sauce and cheese.
Pizza sauce. Chris, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with 3.5 fat kids myself for Aiello's. It's not what I remember from Aiello's from back in the day. It's been a couple years since I've had it, so maybe things changed. I don't know if ownership changed or anything else, or if they changed the recipe for their sauce or whatnot. It's definitely thinner than what I was expecting. I was used to the crust being a little bit thicker, but as far as pizzas go, it is one of the better ones in and around the city. So I'll go 3.5 fat kids. So overall, guys, if you're looking for a night out with the boys and you're just hanging or whatever the case may be, Aiello's is definitely one that you guys could call up and order and get a hold of. Solid pie, positive reviews here from everybody. Yeah. And in the future, if you guys want us to do any challenges from anywhere, feel free to shoot us over. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll try and just about anything food-wise, given the tons of fun that are surrounding the table here. So with that, that was our first food challenge from the Dumb Marks podcast. Let us know what you think and enjoy your next slice.